Hello, Justin.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
I'm good.
You feeling all right?
Yeah, do you know the name of the show?
I sure do. You want to say it?
I could.
I think you should.
This show is called No Boys Allowed.
Uh-huh.
My name is Jem.
And I'm Justin.
Jem Miller.
Justin Gross.
I guess there's one boy allowed.
There's a single boy allowed.
But I'm not going to change the name.
I don't think you should.
I think you should change genders.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Well,
you tried.
I tried.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What kind of bubble gum have you been blowing lately?
What a great question. You know what that reminds me of?
What does it
It reminds me of a little song called New Americana.
You want to tell me who made that song?
Halsey. But that's our secret.
It's our little secret.
So today I wanted to talk about Halsey because new album came out.
New album out.
Like a month ago.
Yeah.
But
like a week ago.
Was it a week ago?
2 weeks ago.
I have no concept of time anymore.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about Halsey. Last time I talked about Lorde. I like to talk. And Halsey, to me, was a very important person at the end of middle school when her album Badlands came out. It was a big Tumblr moment. I discovered her on Vine, though, which is weird.
Tell me about that.
When I was on Vine, I was on Vine constantly in middle school.
Okay.
And it was for, like, humor, but it was also for fan edits. A lot of fan edits of old Ashley.
Oh, okay.
And they play, like, also the clips of Ghost, the music video for Ghost, which I'm sure we all know that song. I'm not going to play it today. It's a pretty popular song.
Mm-hmm.
Off her debut album, Badlands, where she is in a wig. It is pink, and she has a lady in a blue wig, and they kiss.
I thought she was in the blue wig.
I don't remember.
Well, you might be a fake Halsey fan then. Because I'm pretty sure it was a blue wig.
I don't remember. It's been like years since I've seen that music video. There's two. One that was straight and one that was gay.
But the straight one wasn't her, right?
I don't remember. I think it wasn't her.
Oh, no, it was. It was. The ghost, the hurricane one wasn't her.
Oh, true. Yeah, Hurricane.
And there was like lore behind it, too.
Yes, there was.
You remember the lore?
There's lore behind it, like most Halsey records.
I think there's lore in like 3 out of 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Badlands was an EP that was called like Room
93.
93.
Yeah.
She can't put numbers in her EP and expect me to remember them. How dare she? But there's some good tracks off of there. It's not really talked about. It has like some of her big hits like Hurricane on it. But I didn't feel like talking about it because I don't know. I don't know why. I like some songs off of there.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just like mini Badlands.
I think the good ones on it made it onto Badlands, and the ones that were not as interesting are not on Badlands.
Actually, I like the ones that aren't on Badlands.
I don't remember them.
There's one called Empty Gold that's very Badlands, but isn't on Badlands.
Mm-hmm. And that's it? No, there's another one.
There's another one. I just don't remember what it's called. But I remember Empty Gold because that one's pretty catchy.
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to Halsey, the album Badlands is very contained within Tumblr and pretty much stayed within Tumblr. And occasionally you'd hear New Americana on the radio, which is a song that I'm sure many are familiar with, which is very corny.
Oh, yeah. Super, like, anthemic, but, like, only for millennials who, again,
Young
we cannot stress this. Yeah, and
Young
who only use Tumblr.
Who only use Tumblr.
Maybe Twitter.
I love that song. I thought it was parody, though. I love
God,
Ashley,
I wish it was
if
parody.
You're listening, I love you so much. She's listening for sure.
Yeah, totally.
She's totally listening.
She loves her fans.
She
loves her fans.
That song is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane.
That song is insane. I thought it was comedy.
And it isn't.
It's not.
She means every word of it.
But I still treat it as comedy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not going to play New Americana because everybody probably knows it.
Can I tell you an anecdote?
Can
Can I tell you an anecdote?
You can.
In high school, in freshman year of high school, I was really into Halsey, along with all of my friends who were also really into Halsey, but they got into them before I did.
Yes.
Because they were on Tumblr more intensely, and I was not.
Yes.
So I was really invested in New Americana becoming a single. And so when I heard it on the radio, it was like a really big thing for me.
Did you pee?
No, but I was like in the car with my parents at the time, and I do remember like asking
You didn't dribble with excitement?
No, but I did ask them what they thought about it.
What did they say?
They were like, it's fine.
Yeah, that's the right
And,
answer.
now as a 20-year-old grown adult man, I realized that they were right. It's just fine.
I like it more than you do.
I like how it sounds, but
I
I just
love
can't get
it.
past the lyrics being...
I can't really either.
Yeah.
But I think they're
yeah.
funny now. But I love the, like, there's some really pretty, like, vocal harmonies. Like, there's really nice layering of sounds when in, like, that, that's so good.
It's cool. It's cool.
So nice. Just, I like how, like, the production, it's very clean, but still is really nice.
Yeah.
It makes a really good atmosphere.
I feel like
I'd say.
it's a song that you kind of can't... It's, like, really glossy, and you can't tell that it was, like, them under, like, a really indie label at the time.
Yes. It's very well done. It's a great... This whole album, I think the production is really good.
Yeah.
It was not critically received well at all, which I understand because there are so many, like, insane lyrics.
Yeah.
I like the production. I like how it sounds. I like Halsey's voice, which is
Most of the
something
time.
I have problems with every once in a while because she's one of the original cursive singers.
Yes.
Her just enunciation of words is sometimes very weird. Sometimes it works really well.
Yeah, and other times it doesn't.
Other times it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'd say if she's doing a ballad, it doesn't always work. You know what I mean?
I absolutely know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Even on songs that I like, it's like I can't get over, like, I'm the violence in the pouring rain.
Oh yeah.
I can't always. That's not always one I can listen to.
Yeah, but it's gotten a lot better. I'd
Oh,
say
yeah.
on this new album, no problems with her voice,
Yes.
even a little. So Badlands, very much, people thought it was kind of derivative, which I wouldn't say is true
Of
because I
what?
can't, of like sonically kind of tumblery.
Okay.
I'd say not really, because I don't think people were doing what Halsey was doing, but Halsey has crafted her own image pretty solidly,
I think
especially for Badlands.
I think Halsey was really, really good at, like, the visual
Badlands
elements.
was a really cohesive visual
Yes.
idea.
Yes.
My problem with it are songs like, "Are you insane like me? Been in pain like me?" It's very much like, or Control.
I actually like Control.
I like Control too.
Yeah.
But it's very much like, Halsey, aren't you like 20? Who is scared of you?
On the one hand, it's like I
Who's
don't
scared of
doubt
you,
that
Halsey?
they've, like, lived a life at that
a very
point.
difficult life.
But at the same
I
time,
don't
it's
doubt
like
that
I
either.
need you to dial it
I
back
need
like
you to
a
dial it
smidge.
back.
You are 21.
It is 2015 as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I feel her, but at the same time, you should be scared of me. What should I be scared of?
that blue wig, like, I don't.
That blue
That
wig.
big wide brim hat, like, I don't know.
I don't
I don't know,
know.
dude. I don't know about all that.
I'm not scared of her.
I have no
That's
fear
my
of
biggest
Halsey.
problem with this album is like, what?
Well,
What
it's
are
like, what concept were we
On that
going
al-
for?
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no
I
clue.
was there for the ride though.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I should be scared of you.
She was, like, establishing lore in the music
Yes.
videos, especially, like, for New Americana, and then going into, like, she teased something for Drive that I don't think ever happened.
I don't think happened.
And it's
either.
like, where were we going?
I will say to the audience, hi audience, good morning,
Good morning.
afternoon.
Merry
I would
Christmas.
recommend this album because it is genuinely a very fun time, regardless of the quality. It's entertaining from start to finish.
And it's
There's
a
very few
lovely
songs
little
that I
time
find
capsule.
to be boring, except maybe Roman Holiday. I don't care for that one. I just find it.
Yeah. I think you should listen
Not
to
to
the
be that
standard edition if you've never listened to it before, because the bonus tracks,
Oh,
some of them are not great.
I like.
I like Coming Down. That's a good one.
I do too.
I like.
She covers "I Walk the
I
Line."
like it. I was gonna
and
say, I like it.
I think it is. It's got so much fun.
Yeah,
drama,
it's very.
conflama.
It's like, I think you said that it's like a movie soundtrack cover, which I
Super
do
movie
agree with.
soundtrack
But
cover.
I like it. It's
I like it too.
an interesting take on that song.
Super drama. So I'm gonna play two songs from Badland Drive, which is a pretty popular
I
one.
need to get something off my chest.
Yeah.
I believe that is one of the best pop songs of the decade.
What?
I believe that Drive is one of the best songs of the decade. Pop songs,
It's
at least.
really good.
It's so
I
good.
like other songs more, and then my favorite song on the album is "Hold Me Down."
Another classic.
song where she sings about mental health struggles pretty predominantly on most of her albums.
Because I don't know
This
if
is
you
one
know
of those
this, but
songs.
Halsey has mental health issues.
You're so right.
I just wanted to make sure we were aware of that.
I am. So I'm gonna play those two, and then we'll talk about Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. I think we can
guess.
do that. I'm gonna play Drive right now. Can I do that?
I would like you to.
Okay, I'll do that. Songs.
It's true.
Ugh.
I've heard of them.
Songs?
Yeah.
I like that one.
Uh-huh. And I
That
like the one
one's
that came
pretty
before it,
good.
as well as that one.
The next album
Heard
that
of it.
comes after Badlands is an album called Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, all lowercase,
Because it's very in right now.
which is funny because Badlands is all capital letters.
Do you like the juxtaposition there?
I would say that I really do.
Okay, good.
I hold it quite close to my heart.
I'm glad you do.
Now, Hopeless Count... Nope.
Hopeless Counting.
Count the...
Hopeless
one,
Counting
ha, ha, ha.
Fingerdom.
Two, ha, ha, ha. The Count. It's funny because of the Count from Sesame Street. Okay, so Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, though the beginning of Halsey's rise to stardom in the top 40 and away from the depths of Tumblr, flop era, perhaps.
Would you go so far as to say
I would go
their
so
flop
far
era?
as to say flop era, because
Okay.
to me, this album is unsuccessful.
Okay, I can agree with that.
It is unsuccessful.
agree
There
with
are
this.
songs that every song in this album is completely and utterly okay.
Did it have any how big of a hit
Yes.
was Bad at Love?
Pretty big.
Okay.
I like Bad at Love, actually.
I do too. I think it's like
I'm
a
not
good
gonna
song.
play that because we all know that one.
Yes.
But in comparison to Badlands, it felt like a bit of a letdown.
Totally.
It's significantly less cinematic, though the music videos were very cinematic.
I just think there's nothing to remember about it. Like,
Very
in
little
general.
memorable. I think Eyes Closed was a single, but nobody remembers it. So I'm going to play that. And then there's a handful of... It's like really hard to remember many of these songs. I like most of them. Like, I'm not mad.
don't.
None of them make me angry.
Okay, I can agree with that.
They're all just very not memorable.
They're all there.
And it makes me sad. But luckily, it's uphill from there. So
Yeah.
I saw her live
During
at
this era?
Wolf Trap. Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She is a really, really good performer.
I believe that.
And nobody really talks about that. She's got really good stage presence. Her vocals are pretty much the same when
Sure.
she's on stage. There's been a lot of... I just feel like it hasn't caught on.
It's because they're too busy talking about Harry Styles.
They're too busy talking about Harry Styles.
I'm shaking my head and clicking my tongue. But I'm not going to do it directly into the mic like I did a couple minutes ago.
I'm shaking my head. I'm locking the gates.
Yeah.
This is why
Or
we
you
can't have nice things. That's a different artist.
Amen.
For another time.
Amen.
But Ashley and Taylor have quite the relationship.
They sure do.
We didn't talk about Halsey's cover of Better Than Revenge.
Do you want to talk about it right now?
I just want to play it.
Okay, go ahead and play it.
So, perhaps it's mean, because clearly, like, Halsey was a teenager, but I'm also a teenager. So can I make fun of other teenagers?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've all been there.
Yes.
I.e. being a teenager.
We've all been there. Halsey, as a teenager, covered Taylor Swift's Better Than Revenge. And I'm going to paint an image.
Please do
She's
it.
clearly recording this in her, like, MacBook One camera.
Yeah.
She's wearing a blue shirt with one of those, like, arrowhead necklaces that were really popular back in, like, 2013, maybe. And she's got, like, one of those, like, daisy headbands that were also popular in 2013, but she's wearing it around her forehead. And she's got her guitar.
I mean,
I'm just gonna...
she can't be older than like 18.
No. I'm going to play this. So, this is on YouTube.
In high def.
This is on the internet. You can find it. Should I skip a little bit?
I did all I had him right there where I wanted him. She came along, got him alone, and let's hear the applause. She took him faster than you could see sabotage. I never saw it coming.
I think it's a really interesting choice.
I'm just like kind of basking in it right now.
Bask.
Like a drum. She underestimated just who she was stealing from.
I think it was a really compelling choice by Halsey to make all the chords wrong.
Yeah, I think it's really impressive. I think what I like about this cover is that not a single minute of it is like how the song is supposed to sound.
No.
As a feminist, I think that...
This is going to play in the background during our conversation.
Very good. I think that as a feminist, I do find this cover of Taylor Swift's feminist anthem to be downright insulting.
I agree.
I think that
I
Halsey
agree.
should apologize to all women.
I agree.
And I think
I'll
that she
ensure
owes...
that she will.
And I think that she owes every woman $3.
Where's my $3, Ashley?
Oh, it's moving now. It's not just a still image.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, this is terrible. Can we please turn this off?
1 second, please.
Is it like out
It's
of
the
tune?
vocals. It's all an issue.
Everything about it is wrong.
It's all an issue.
And
It's all an issue. Anyway, I love
Wow.
you very much, Halsey, but that is comical.
That just-
It's worse to me than Halsey's infamous cover of "Miss You" by Blink-182 at the mall.
Right.
You've seen that one?
I've seen it's funny. I've never like listened to it very intently, but I have seen it.
Where are you?
Oh, it's that one.
And
Okay, yeah.
I'm so sorry. It's not good. But I love Halsey, but it's okay.
I have a question.
I see myself as that person.
If you saw that
very
person
sympathetic.
performing at the mall with a little hat, an empty upturned hat in front of them, would you give them $1?
I'd give them my life savings. Because
I would
need it.
I would empty my bank account to the point where I would get a call from SunTrust Bank saying, "Hey, there's some suspicious activity." And then you know what I would do? I would hang up that phone call. I would dump all $3 in my life savings in that hat.
And I'd say, SunTrust, you need to learn a little something about the power of music.
You need to learn a little something about supporting women. The power of music, the power to empower. The power of music to empower. Because I don't want to. I don't want to listen to songs from Hopeless Fountain King.
No, I'm playing the ones I like.
Okay.
Eyes Closed is produced by The Weeknd, and you can tell.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a little sensual.
I do not remember it.
It's enjoyable to the ears.
Sure.
And then Walls Could Talk is a TikTok song, and it's really catchy, and it's very short.
It's an interlude.
I
love it. I wish it was longer.
It's really good.
It's the one good song on this album. Super
catchy. Well, I enjoy the song with Lauren from Fifth Harmony. I think it's fine.
Okay.
They sing about women. I say, ugh.
Ugh.
Women. Other songs, the first song is 100 Letters, which could be a lot better.
Is that the one with the spoken interlude?
No.
Which one's that?
I don't know. The first song is just her reading Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
100 Letters has potential to be a lot better than it is.
Okay.
Flop era. Beginning of her unflopped era. It's a flop and a unflop.
Yeah.
I need a word for unflop.
Success.
I don't want to use that.
You don't want to use the word
That's
success.
Boring.
Okay. Well,
that's boring.
We can talk about it.
Word.
We can talk about it.
We'll brainstorm. We'll start a Socratic seminar over this, and we'll come back to you. We'll put our chairs in a circle.
We'll regroup.
Okay, this is Eyes Closed by Halsey. I'm going to play that right now. I really like that song.
It's so good.
It's a really entertaining tune.
It's the one TikTok good song on the album.
To the audience, I will correct my error. Eyes Closed has a writing credit by The Weeknd, but was produced by Benny Blanco.
Ugh.
Who I don't like.
No.
He did do East Side with Halsey, which is a song that I also don't like, but she did a really, really cool SNL performance to it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
She just painted a picture on the ground as she sang it.
I thought that was Without Me.
Nope. Without You was just her and the piano, and then like the lights turned on, and it was like, I think she wrote out all these voicemails that G-Eazy sent her.
That's cool.
Where it was like, Ashley, I'm sorry I cheated on you. I cheated all the time.
That's neat.
It's two really wonderful performances. Her SNL performances were both really, really good.
So do you want to talk about that album then? Want to get into it?
I don't have anything to say about Hopeless Fountain Kingdom.
No, I was going to say Manic.
Oh, Manic. It's time for Manic.
No, we're talking about Manic.
It's time for Manic.
Speaking of Without Me.
Manic is truly Ashley at her peak. This is Without Me, which I think was number 1.
Yeah, and I have a question to ask you about Without Me.
Yes.
So, Without Me came out, if I recall correctly, and you have a computer in front of you, so you can cross-reference this.
I could.
I think Without Me came out like well before Manic was like super well planned, right?
It just came out well before the album came out.
Do you think that Manic, I get the sense sometimes that Manic was like planned around the success of Without Me, almost, sometimes?
I feel the opposite.
Really?
I feel like it was just put there to boost sales because it's kind of more of an album just about her general mental state as a whole.
Well, that's why I think it's a really interesting entry into her discography because it's not a concept album in heavy air quotes in the same way that HFK and Badlands were. Mm-hmm. Because like both of them have like these big fictional universes that don't make any sense.
No.
And have stories that we don't get to be a part of.
Yeah.
And then Manic is like, no, it's just about me.
It's just about me.
It's just about me. And the bad time I'm having.
The lyrics are peak. This is peak Halsey lyrics.
Yeah.
There's some really, it's like 929 is a song that she just went into the booth and just started saying things.
Is that really the story for that one?
Yes. I saw that on the, if you scroll down Spotify and it has the Genius thing, she's like, I just went into the studio and just started saying things.
Much like what we're doing in the stew right now.
We are a lot like Halsey.
I think we're exactly like Halsey.
Oh my God. Even. I listened to it for the first time the other day. I don't know. I wasn't compelled to listen to it.
Even though I told you that it was good when I listened to it.
I know it was. And it was good. Biggest problem with this album is it's completely all over the place.
It's so all over the place. I don't think they had
Many
any...
songs could be cut.
It was her like major label debut. This is her first one on... Is it Atlantic?
I could look it up, but
it's either Atlantic or Universal.
I believe you.
So you can tell that they're like in the production that there's a lot more money behind it, but it's also like, and this is why I think that it was made around the success of Without Me, is because like sonically there is like no one through line in it.
Yeah.
And so she's trying all these different things that like sound pretty good and sound like they have a lot of effort put into them. Well, sometimes, but they just don't make sense. Like they don't make sense together.
I will say there's three major sounds on this album that I will describe. There's a handful of songs that have very strong country inspirations,
or like at least like acoustic folky stuff. Yeah,
which I love.
Which
and I think works really well.
So like You Should Be Sad.
You Should Be Sad, and then I can't remember the name of it. Is it I'm Not Mad? I can't remember. I only listened to this album yesterday. Be nice. I can't remember, but there's like two country-y songs that I really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a handful of like almost Beatle-y kind of songs. And that have very slight Beatle-y. It's like Forever Is a Long Time, I Hate Everybody had like these like kind of lush sounds to them.
They're like kind of goofy.
Yeah, they're kind of quirky.
You'd think that they're they're quirky.
She's quirky.
You'd think that they'd be a little bit more intense, given that the title's called "I Hate Everybody," and then like it's like a light-hearted, fun song, but at least sonically.
Yeah, I believe Forever Is a Long Time that had some of these like magical mystery tour kind of like quirky Beatle-y lush type of sound to it. And then I like some of the ballads here, which is rare for Halsey, because I feel like it's hard to get the tone right with her voice and her sound and her kind of style. It's hard to get a ballad right, but finally Beautiful Strangers are really good.
Love it. It's
really, really good. Like Sorry on Hopeless Fountain Kingdom to me just fell really flat because I think it was trying too hard to be sad.
Sure.
And she cried to that song when I saw her on tour. It was right after the G-Eazy stuff happened.
I think that Halsey's got a lot of problems.
Well, it's just G-Eazy.
Well, yeah.
It was right after G-Eazy.
Well, yeah.
G-Eazy.
That's what I'm saying.
So she had the right to cry.
Yes, absolutely.
She has a lot of problems, though, clearly. And you can tell on Manic. I think this album is good. I would cut pretty much the entire last half of this album.
Really?
Now.
I
really
kind of don't care about anything after Alanis Morissette's interlude, including Alanis Morissette's interlude.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Me too. It just wasn't
I didn't
cohesive
like it.
enough. It was kind of mixed a little weird.
And then it just goes straight into the BTS interlude, which I would also cut.
It doesn't go straight. There's just something.
Well, there's the one song, which I don't think is very good.
Yeah,
and then it goes into the BTS song, which is also not great.
Anyway, you so rudely interrupted what I was trying to say.
Listen, this is why you should keep it no boys allowed, because this is what happens.
Look at what boys do. I was talking about the three different sounds on this album. We have country, we have a handful of these quirky kind of with some Beatle-y aspects to it. Beatle-y. And then we have just true radio kind of fading into the background type of sounds to it.
Yeah.
Kind of like Without Me, even though I actually really like Without Me.
Can we go into this little Without Me cul-de-sac? What do you think about you like Without Me?
I don't think it's great.
Right.
But I think her performance is good.
I don't think it's bad, but I do think I got sick of it very fast.
I can get behind that. I think her performance is good enough to carry it. The instrumental is not interesting, not even a little bit.
Have you seen the writing credits on that song?
No.
It's insane, because they had to credit Justin Timberlake for that one little throwaway line.
Yeah.
And so it's like a mile long writing credit.
Let's
see.
Insane. Without Me, not by Eminem.
Not by Eminem. Never by that man.
Justin Timberlake, Timbaland, Halsey, DeLacy, Lewis Bell, Amy Allen, Scott Scourge. I know some of those people.
So I don't know which parts are from the Timberlake song and which parts are from Without Me, the song itself.
You don't have to.
But my God.
Just what you did.
And that's it. That's the only part of the song. Yeah. And that demanded the sample credit, which I mean, like, I get that that's how sampling works, but still, it's like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah. Anyway, I like that song. Instrumentation is like so disappointing.
Yeah, it's boring.
But I think the hooks are also good enough that tell me as it feels. I turned into like Grover.
You did.
Thank you.
You did. I just wanted to confirm that you did.
And I like the pre-chorus, catch with you all. I can't say the F word. But I like that too.
Mhm.
I like it. It's
Yeah.
good. It's not great.
It's fine.
I do also want to address him and I.
I don't wanna.
I want to say, listen, I'm not saying, like, I don't want what happened. I don't wish what happened to G-Eazy to her, but I do feel like they both needed to be punished for that horrible
I
song.
agree. I do think that Halsey at this point has been punished enough.
She's been punished way too much.
I do think that
that song was horrendous.
I do think
so
that
sorry.
we need to maybe host like some kind of court of public law and opinion. No,
well,
public
I think
opinion.
we should
Did that song chart well?
Yeah.
Did
we should
it actually?
put G-Eazy in the stocks.
Yeah.
I think it should be more with him, obviously.
Obviously. Did you?
She also does better on that. He's just not good at anything.
Have you heard the rumor that was supposed to be with Lana Del Rey? Have you heard about that? Apparently that's a thing, and then like this is the part that I don't believe.
No,
that the
but I like
backing
the idea of
backing vocals on it don't sound like Halsey at all because they're supposed to be Miss Grant, Miss Elizabeth Woolridge Grant.
It would have made more sense if that was Lana.
Yes.
Because Lana is very much like, I've fallen in love with every single person I've ever met, and we are getting married.
We're getting married tomorrow. Before we play songs from Manic, can we've gotten a bit of feedback about our conversation about Hopeless Phantom Kingdom from a friend from Blair. Their name is Gnome.
Ah.
Yes.
Spill.
And they have said that we need to publicly retract our statement about Hopeless Phantom Kingdom because Strangers and Alone are good songs. I do agree that the art is pretty.
Which
they
one's
said that
Alone?
the art is pretty.
Oh, I do remember Alone.
You
That
do?
one's
I don't.
Fine.
I bet it's fine.
But I could just tell you this.
I don't remember that one.
That one's okay.
But I think
I don't like Strangers that much. It's fine.
Is that
I
the one?
liked it
Is
at
that the
the
one
time.
with Fifth Harmony?
Yes, I said that earlier that I thought it was pretty good, but I don't love it.
I don't.
There's
never
no
listened to
songs
it.
that really stick out to me as a love.
But the art
all
is
just
really
nice.
good. They are right about that.
What?
The art of like the whole album, like the aesthetic. It's great.
like the
I do like the aesthetic.
Really cool. Yeah,
Halsey's gonna do one thing. It's have a consistent album aesthetic.
Yes. Anyway, Manic. I just would pull Halsey aside and say, you have some really incredible songs. Get rid of all this boring stuff.
Yeah, please.
And that happened at the next album.
That's what happened at the next album.
So I'm gonna play Forever parentheses is a long time. Then Dominic's Interlude, because Dominic Fike, I don't really listen to Dominic Fike. I've heard a few songs that I like. Yeah. Really good. Really
it's a good song.
Melts together. Those two are immediately after each other on the album.
And then it goes into I Hate Everybody. And that's also really
super good. Super good. And then finally, / Beautiful Stranger. I'm going to play all those right now, and you can't stop me.
Oh my God.
Don't waste your time on me.
That was song.
That was music. We played music.
That was Finally and Beautiful Stranger by Halsey on Manic.
Finally,
I really enjoyed that album.
/
I really enjoyed that album.
Yeah, it's good.
A lot of my criticisms of the past Halsey records were pretty much fixed.
Yeah.
With the exception of the songs that I just am like, I don't care about this that much.
Yeah.
But it's time to talk about another album that came out a few weeks ago called If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power.
Do you want power?
I want both.
Oh.
But if I can't have love, I
would prefer power.
I think.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's the right choice.
And I need to say,
yeah.
So this is produced entirely by almost every song Trent Reznor of 9 Inch Nails.
9 inches of those nails.
Every single inch of those nails.
Yep.
And at first when I listened to this, I will say, so this was presented with the notion that there would be an accompanying movie in IMAX, which I did not see because it was not nearby. Except in Baltimore.
It was in Georgetown.
Oh, I'm not going to Georgetown.
I'm not going to either Georgetown or Baltimore to watch a Halsey movie.
I'd rather go to Baltimore than Georgetown, even though on paper
Georgetown is more
closer.
accessible. Yeah.
It's just the rich people want to keep the poors out.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, that's another subject. Halsey hates poor people.
Let's discuss. Let's discuss.
No, accompanying movie. I did not see the music video. The one music video that was released looked really cool. I will say, when I heard that it was going to be, there's one music video that came out. I think it was I'm Not a Woman, I'm a God.
Oh, okay, sure.
I believe.
Okay.
So this movie was said to come out with the album, but perhaps this movie will be released on streaming services.
I'm sure it will
I don't
sooner
know.
or
I'm sure
later.
at some point. I have not seen it. But I will say I anticipated the music to be way more cinematic and dramatic than it was.
And it kind of wasn't.
And it wasn't.
Not in a bad way, but it kind of wasn't.
But once I kind of got over that, my expectations were not met, and I listened to this album a few more times. This might be one of my favorite albums of the year, honestly.
Like, full stop?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Up there.
I don't think I'd go that
Daddy's
far.
Home, St. Vincent. I loved Call Me If You Get Lost.
Uh-huh.
Other albums came out. I can't remember them.
Sure. I don't know if I go that far, but I definitely say I
like
really,
it. What
really
are some of your favorite albums so far, though?
Claro.
Oh, yeah, you like Claro. I didn't listen to that.
Big Red Machine.
Didn't listen to that either.
There's that other one, another Yola, but I don't think you've listened to that.
I haven't listened to that.
It's whatever. We can talk about it later.
You can try and make me care about that another time.
In the future.
I'll maybe listen to Big Red Machine.
Yeah.
Anyway, I really loved this album.
Yeah. With
the exception, it's just really entertaining start to finish with the exception of the last two songs, which kind of fizzle out. Especially the last track. It seems like the intention is to have a really bombastic second to last song, which is the Lighthouse, which is okay. It's just not super clean or catchy.
Yeah.
And then the last song, which I don't remember, I think it's in like Latin or something.
It's called like Ya Bernie or something. I think it's Arabic. I looked it up.
Arabic.
What I like about this album is that this is the album that Halsey's been trying to make for her entire career.
Yes.
It's like a concept album with a clear concept, like a cohesive-ish sound. Like,
yeah.
I think it's
cohesive as in it goes back and forth between two strong sounds pretty well.
I think it's really interesting.
With few exceptions.
That like I think this is a side of like mainstream pop artists that we never get to see, where it's like, how does being a parent like drastically affect your perception of yourself as an artist?
Yes.
And as like, especially at the age that you are being a parent at.
And it handles being a woman in the industry very, very well.
Yes.
Without being on the nose. Like, I know we made fun of Marina last time, but I'm going to make fun of Marina again.
We always have to.
Because I really, really can't stand the recent Marina album. Without being incredibly on the nose and without it being shoved down your throat at all. It's honestly just like an incredibly entertaining album.
When SJWs shove things down your throat?
Those gosh darn SJWs. What are we going to do with them?
First they ruined gaming and now they're ruining music.
Yeah, and they make gay marriage illegal. Sorry. This is a joke. I'm sorry. We got two homos in the stew. We
are too political on air. Oh my god.
Though again, not as cinematic as I anticipated, super entertaining start to finish. When you think of it more through the lens of this is another pop album instead of like some huge
instead of like a rock record
record, which is what I anticipated. Still look at it through the lens of a Halsey album, a Halsey pop album. Super, super fun.
Yeah.
So many cool choices. It's definitely more rocky, which is an interesting, this has been a trend that's kind of coming back.
We're bringing back like pop rock, pop punk stuff, and I'm very much a fan.
Olivia Rodrigo had little to do with this album because...
Oh, no. Okay, yeah.
Because,
sometimes
albums take a long time to come out.
And so does pregnancy.
And pregnancy.
So do babies. Babies also take a long time to come out.
Come on.
Get
Respect
into it.
people's time, baby. I'm going to play less songs because we don't have that much time.
Okay.
The intro song is insanely good.
Okay.
I love the tradition. That's the first song. Such
good.
A chilling start. So catchy. Also embodies pretty much all the themes of this album within one song. Really, really good. It's just, that's kind of the more, it's like creepy,
I think it's like
sounding.
Some of the best lyrics she's ever delivered.
Really good. It feels like, a lot of the lyrics feel like what she's trying to do on Badlands, where she's giving you her persona.
But so much more evolved and mature.
I have very little problems with this album. It's so entertaining. I would like to see, I don't need this album to be huge and big, but I'd like to see the next album be this huger leap.
Please.
Something really, really out there. Because Halsey has so much talent, it just seems like when it comes to who she's working with, it matters more than anything.
Yes.
Because she has so many ideas, and it's hard to narrow them down. And then Honey is one of these tracks.
It's about women.
That's about women. It's one of the tracks, and one of the more pop-punky tracks, and I like it. Justin's going to go now.
I have to go now.
I'm going to go after this, too. So I'm just going to play the tradition in Honey. Thank you for listening. Halsey, I hope we weren't too mean on you because I love you so much. I know you're listening. Text me. Return my calls. Okay, I'm going to play those songs, and then I hope you all have a lovely day. Goodbye.